So if I think about it, I probably bought this palette for this one shade that's here on my eyelid that's called Rose Water. Because there's a lot of dupes in this palette. But I love this shade. Hey guys, this is Ashley. Thank you for coming to my channel today. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're older but goodie, welcome on back. My name is Ashley. I have a doctorate in pharmacy and I love makeup. Please just call me Ash or Ashley, and eyeshadow is my jam. So today I am talking about the Flare Collection Remixed, okay? And this is by sBelCosmetics, and this is considered to be a pressed pigment palette with dual chromes and shimmer. So you know 2021 is the year of the shimmer palettes, and this is what we have right here. Is a beautiful 9-pan shimmer palette that retails for $29.99, and the ingredients are here on the back of the palette. And then there was also a nice little sleeve. I like when palettes have sleeves. I don't think I need the whole box situation unless it's Pat McGrath, but I like when they have sleeves. It just cuts down on the bulk, and the palette is cruelty free. It's 36 months once the palette is open. That is good for, and the packaging is recyclable. This palette does contain mica talc if you are concerned about that or you have any allergies. Also, it contains red dye, red number 6. So those are some things to keep in mind if you are allergic to that. Now this palette retails for $29.99 and it released on August 7th. This was not a pre-order, so I received it about 1 or 2 weeks after that. And only reason I was able to actually get my hands on this palette is because my friend Yadi Beauty went ahead and ordered it for me because I was at work that day. It was a Saturday, and I was like, I think I'm going to be really busy. We have a lot of COVID tests at that time. I'm be upset if I can't get my hands on this because I do love, here it is right here, the Break the Rules palette so much that sBel put out as well. Like I said, I did receive my palette within about 2 weeks shipping time, and that was pretty great. And I have been playing with this palette off camera. So today I have 4 looks for you because I was like, I just need to use the shadows. And then I'm going to wrap up with some final thoughts in between and after. And then we're also going to go through some dupes of this palette. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so you know the drill. My eyebrows are filled in using my Goof Proof pencil in the shade 3.75. That's by Benefit Cosmetics. And then I have my eyelids primed with the Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime, shade number 2. And for my mattes, I'm going to be going in with my Blends palette by Blend Bunny Cosmetics. So it has like literally everything you'll need. So I'm just going to focus on this bad boy today. am back, and oh my gosh, I am in love with both of these looks. This eye is so glam. Like literally, if I didn't have as much eyeshadow as I own, I would run through this shade because it is just the perfect shift of gold, bronze, a little hint of pink. That is the shade right here called Citrine. I think you can kind of see the flip back and forth. And then I put Morganite in the corner. Oh my gosh, the two just pair wonderfully together. And as you see, I kind of created a little cat eye situation with the brown matte. I just really wanted the shadows in this palette to stand out versus overpowering it with the mattes from the Blend Bunnies palette. And then Lapis Azul, oh my gosh, so good, so thick, really creamy, and then paired with Amethyst. Now, Amethyst is a little bit of a drier formula, but it's still such a beautiful shift. And as you can see right here, but it is just really, really pretty. And I thought the two together paired very well with a little bit of rose water in the middle, which is such a unique shade. That is like one of my favorite shades in this palette. So overall, I love the looks so much. And this eye, I actually went in with the Pat McGrath pencil in the shade, what is this, Bliss Blue. And then for this one, I went in with the Black Coffee. And for my lip combination, I have on my ColourPop pencil in the shade OBV1. It was out of the little vault, and it actually matches perfect with this lipstick, which is a Glace by Bite Beauty. So everything else will be down below in the description box as usual, but these shadows perform so well. You did see me go in with a glitter glue. That was just because the shadows have a lot of slip and I really wanted maximum pigmentation. You really don't have to use a glitter glue, but I find with a lot of these particular duochromes or these shadows that have a lot of mica that makes them like real slippery, like just giving it a small little extra tacky base with the glitter glue just makes a world of difference with the application. Going in with the finger sometimes is best, and then just going ahead and working the edges with a brush. But I mean, you don't have to, but I just think I prefer it that way now. And because the shades have a lot of mica, if you're going to wear them for a long period of time, the glitter glue really does adhere. You just need a small amount, but that's definitely my personal preference. And I just feel like the shades just work so much better when you do that. So let's go ahead and get into another look. I am back, and here are the last two looks. So I literally could not decide. I wanted to show you guys how pretty rose water is. Oh my gosh. It has like a little green flip to it. And then I knew I wanted to use this green shade down here. What is it? Aeronite, I want to say. So I knew I wanted to use these two, but I couldn't decide. And I wanted to use aquamarine. And so I was like, you know what? Let's just do two more looks. So you got 4 looks in total. So overall, I'm so thrilled at how everything came out. I cannot choose what was my favorite look today because number 1 was banging. This look is banging. And I did this look maybe a couple weeks ago, but I used the Natasha Denona Glam palette, which is right here, and I used, let me see, I want to say I used the shade Crease, and then I used the shade Smoke, and then Lash Line, and I just thought it was so pretty with those gray mattes because I did not know what type of flip I was going to get out of rose water, so I wanted to show it today with a little bit more black. I think it's so appropriate, like if you have on a low black dress and you want to just put on that sparkle, like, ooh, it is really hitting it, and this eye is super fun with the green mattes, but of course, if you're not into the gray mattes, you can do, or the green mattes, you can go ahead and do like a brown matte and it'll be really perfectly fine, beautiful, also in the crease. But these two looks are gorgeous. The looks with the purple, the look with the citrine. I love that citrine shade. That is my type of gold. If we're going to talk about, I like a goldy bronze or like a just high power bronze. So I really, really enjoy playing with this palette. There were only 2 shades that I did not show you, which was Star Ruby and the shade Lamar, but I know they're beautiful also, but it's only so much time. But I hope you guys liked all the looks. As far as comparisons, I'm sure there are so many comparisons. So just to bring out like one of the most popular comparisons, and I think they would have a lot of the shades in it, it's the All I Ever Wanted palette by Alien Cosmetics. And this one did come back. Praise God, she listened to us. And I feel like this palette is really pretty, and it does have a lot of comparisons, probably with the shade Just Landed. It's probably pretty similar to the shade Aeronite. So let me see. Let me swatch a couple of these for you. We have Aeronite here. This is from the Flare collection, and then we have Just Landed. So these are the 2 shades. This is the Flare collection, not the Break the Rules. That's our first palette. And this is All I Ever Wanted. So let's see. Yeah, those are pretty similar. So no wonder why I like the shade Aeronite so much, because I love this shade in this palette. And you know I love those green shades. So that both of this is really pretty. Now I would say that these particular 2 shades do have the same texture. Another shade that could definitely be compared is the shade Citrine. And I really like the texture of Citrine. Citrine has a lot of slip to it. It is not as foiled as the shade. Well, it's foiled, but Saturn, it's just a little rougher in texture. But they are probably pretty much, very much similar. So this one right here is Citrine. This is from the Flare. And then this is the shade Saturn from All I Ever Wanted. So as you can see, they both have that pink flip. This one looks more pigmented, but then I do like the way this one applies better when you just have that glitter glue. It just, I don't know, it just goes on a little bit more effortlessly to me. Another definite one is the shade Morganite. And then from All I Ever Wanted, Almathea right here. And Almathea is a little drier. I find that the shades in All I Ever Wanted are just a tiny bit drier. So this is the shade Morganite from the Flare, and then this is Althea from All I Ever Wanted. So yeah, we got 3 shades that are exactly the same. Let's see, we also have the shade Aquamarine, and then we have the shade Atlas right here. Oh boy. A lot of dupes here. So once again, we have Aquamarine from the Flare, and then we have Atlas from All I Ever Wanted. They're the same. Okay, let's see. We got Lapis Lazuli. And we're going to go in with Neptune right here from All I Ever Wanted. Wow. I did not need both of these, but that shade Rosewater, it freaking sold me, man. So whatever. I still like this palette. So, I mean, you see it there. You see it. It's the same. It's literally the same. So lots of dupes. And I'm sure for the shade Amethyst, Rosewater, and Lamar, I know there's no dupe really for that in All I Ever Wanted. But Star Ruby is probably most similar to Alien Princess, but the formula is definitely a lot different. But let's see, one more we gotta go with Star Ruby. Here is Star Ruby from the Flare. And then I think the closest one we definitely have would be Alien Princess right here. And the formula, Alien Princess is more of a flaky formula, as you can see. Yeah, so they're similar-ish, but I mean, you know, no one could tell you different. I think Alien Princess does definitely have more blue in it than the shade Star Ruby. So there you are. So in conclusion, do you need both palettes? No, you don't need both palettes, okay? I am a crazy person and I love makeup, and you know, I don't want to say it's my job to test things out for you, but I like testing things out for you. And I tend to purchase what I like on my channel because, you know, if I don't like it, it's not going to be a good review. You know what I mean? But what I would say is I do really like this palette. I really like this palette. I've worn it 3 or 4 times now at this point. That's saying a lot. I have a lot of makeup. There are certain formulas in here that I prefer a little bit better than the Alien one, although the Alien one is not bad. And like I said, the shade Citrine, I just like how it has more slip and it's not as thick as the shade Saturn, but they're both the same, you know what I mean? So you don't need both. I would definitely say if you're balling out on a budget, go with this one, because this one was like about $29, $30, where, you know, All I Ever Wanted is like $80. So that's a grand difference. And you're going to get a lot of the most popular shades. This one is definitely more curated. This one is definitely more curated down versus All I Ever Wanted. Now, if we were going to pull out the Break the Rules palette, which is the first palette by them, and there's a lot of dupes in this for All I Ever Wanted. So All I Ever Wanted is kind of like all you ever wanted. So I should stop buying Shimmer palettes. I'm pretty much done after this. I got to be. This is crazy. I do have that Pizza Kitty palette on the way. It's on pre-order. But these are the shades here. So I mean, I love both, and I use my All I Ever Wanted. I use my sBel, but like I said, you know, for me, yes, there's room. If you just want more of a curated collection, you don't need all of them. You really don't. I don't need all of them. So, but let me know down below. Do you have your eyes on it? What have you thought about it? Let me know about the looks. Which one was your favorite? Let me know down in the comments. Give this video a big thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with another video, which will be very, very soon. And last but not least, please subscribe to my channel, because you know I would love to have you here in my little makeup family. And with all of that being said, you already know what time it is. It is time for the chair dance. Chair dance. Hey, 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 chair dance. Chair dance. Chair dance. Chair dance. All right, y'all. Bye.